Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about, matter of fact, I want to talk about the WBC Prez defends designating Canelo its franchise champ. And I guess a reporter asked that, and maybe other people too at the same time was thinking, then why did the sanctioning bodies, the WBC sanctioning bodies, why did they give Canelo Alvarez as the franchise champion? Title, because it's not a belt. By what I read in this article. I ain't gonna do too much reading. I'm just going to just talk about it, and the reason why they say he's an elite fighter, which he is. He drives the industry. I would somewhat agree with that, but somewhat disagree with that, because you got Deontay Wilder. He has other boxers like Errol Spence Jr. Other fighters too at the same time. He didn't drive it just like Floyd Mayweather drove the boxing industry. This dude got, Floyd Mayweather got like 22 or 23 million followers on Instagram. This dude, Canelo Alvarez got 5 point some million followers. He don't, and it's just some of the judges give him some of the fights that some people say that he lost, and the Clan and other issues that goes on around him at the same time that kind of make you think at the same time. And the way Oscar De La Hoya got him moving his career, he's trying to move it just like somewhat like Floyd Mayweather in a sense, but at the same time, I guess you can't. I mean, you can only copy and imitate the real thing to a certain degree, but not exactly like, because if the person is not don't have the same style as the same person, then it's going to be a little bit different, obviously, right? But at the same time, Suleiman, give him the title and stuff like that, because he said he was the elite fighter and he drives the industry, which I still agree with that. But like I say, I mean, just looking at this picture and stuff like that, I don't know if this is an old picture, whatever. I don't know if this is when they. I think this might be an old picture, but like I say, Canelo Alvarez had agreed to it too at the same time. He didn't come out the woodworks on Twitter or Instagram talking about why they stripping from the WBC title. You know what I'm saying? Because like they did the IBF, like he did the IBF title. You know what I'm saying? He made it clear what he thought about it, because of IBF is different from WBC. WBC is like somewhere in Mexico or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. It's run by Mexicans, and the IBF is, I don't know what it's ran by. I think it might be ran by blacks. I don't know, African Americans. I don't know. But at the same time, the IBF is not going to kiss nobody's ass. Maybe they might kiss a couple people's ass. I don't know. But they never gave nobody a franchise title. And a franchise title mean that if you beat Canelo Alvarez, you just beat him. You don't get no title. You don't get no franchise title. You don't get none of that. You don't get no belt. You know what I'm saying? So just like what I just said, right? Somebody made sense right here and they said something about like he's somewhere irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Why fight him then if you can't get any belt? Maybe you'll fight him because of this get some recognition, and if you beat him, that's basically what all you really need. I would definitely say that. It depends on the fighter. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, they was talking about Wilder too, because he got the WBC strap and he defended it multiple different times, right? And they said meanwhile, Suleiman hasn't ruled out creating a WBC franchise champions in other divisions. You know what I'm saying? I guess this would be more money for them too at the same time. That's the reason why they really did it. And man, I don't know. Canelo Alvarez didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo. It make you seem that way, and I mean that depends on y'all if you think that way or you don't think that way. You know what I'm saying? It's all the opinions, speculation at the same time, but it doesn't make him look good because This make him be invisible, like I say, irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree, right? You know, but one thing they asked him, I think they must have asked him, what about Deontay Wilder, which he defended it multiple different times. And the thing about it is, with that is, do you think that Deontay Wilder would take that title and get rid of his WBC strap? What do y'all think about what I'm just talking about? What I just said? Because you know, I'm leaning towards. I would lean towards no. The way Deontay Wilder talk. Some of the stuff that he do hype up the fight, and some of the stuff that he do, I think he believe in. But I do believe in that them belts is more than a franchise title. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna take. He might think that's the easy way out. Nobody can't touch it. He said, man, what's the point of having belts then? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm leaning towards, as in, I don't think Deontay Wilder will, even if they just say this. I would like them to offer Deontay Wilder that title. But you know when I think it's going to happen? He's going to say no. Because at the same time, he fought, he trained hard and took a lot of abuse in the ring, as in, I'm some more punches at the same time. I mean, nobody don't come out not being bloody or got a bloody nose or cut over their eye or whatever and all that. So getting hurt in the ring. They don't do all that just for nothing. I mean, of course they're doing it for money, but at the same time, the belts do have significant because it's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's been around for almost. It's been around for years. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, he's not going to just. Well, he had to go through it to get a title like that, no belt, and be somewhere invisible and irrelevant. He ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? So that tells you. Well, we don't know yet. I want him to get off. I want them to offer him that, and then we'll definitely see with Deontay Wilder take that title, which I believe he won't take that title. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't take that title, it tells you his true character is at the same time. Now, Canelo Alvarez, he did it. If y'all say he's ducking Canelo, I mean, you could think that. I mean, I wouldn't even disagree with that. I mean, that's what it seemed like a little bit in the sense at the same time. I mean, but people who are Canelo Alvarez fans would disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why would you disagree with that, because if that was somebody else who did that, so who ain't Canelo Alvarez, that y'all probably say that he was you say he was ducking. You know what I'm saying? Because Jamal Charlo been waiting for a long time for his chance, and now they just give him the belt. And then, which I would say now, because they just gave the belt to him like that, he's not really a WBC champ. You know what I'm saying? Which I somewhat agree, because that kind of diminished his status a little bit, in the sense as in, you got the belt, but you didn't get it the way that the other people or the people before him and after him got that belt, got that strap. He didn't get it like Canelo Alvarez got it, to a certain degree. They gave it to him. He didn't beat nobody. Even if it was a vacant belt, he didn't do nothing to get that vacant belt. They just gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But that's not his fault. That's the WBC sanctioned body's fault, and Canelo too had something to do with that too. That's both of their fault. Now the IBF strap now is a little bit different, and he got stripped for that. They're not playing no games. They had a deadline. They didn't meet the deadline at the same time. But this is not to talk about this. The IBF strap. It's just the WBC and sanctioned bodies, and what they and they try to defend why they gave him this title. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, you really can't. I mean, you can come two different ways with this, thinking about this at the same time. But some people gonna say he ducking, and he's trying to be a diva or something like that, whatever. But hey, man, it's all about what y'all opinion is. You know what I'm saying? All right, my opinion is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, what do y'all guys think about this? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Bub Blood Belt. All right, bye.